You were gone forever.
Moana is back. This is so exciting. I really would like to talk about Beyond because it's the big moment. It's, the big follow-up to your amazing How Far I'll Go. What was your reaction when you first heard the song that you were going to sing in this film with Beyond?
Besides tears, I remember thinking, aha, I asked for a challenge and I was given a challenge. Not only is it an emotional challenge where you're right, we do complete kind of the question of, in the first film, How Far I'll Go. This film, I'll Go Beyond, but also kind of the vocal calisthenics that it takes to then also include Song of the Voyagers from the first film. That reprise, I Am Moana, is just in the middle there, and then the lyrics itself really pulled me to also kind of reveal my own insecurities of who am I when I leave home, when I'm so far away, when I'm away from my family. Will I ever return? And when I return, will I be the same person? And yet it's also that importance of going beyond and going beyond the reef, going beyond where you think, what you think you are capable of, and that whole journey of growth is portrayed in our film.
When the story evolved, like it always does in animation, so did the song, and we kind of knew what it sounded like and where we wanted it to live structurally and sonically. And then the nugget of Beyond sort of came a little later. We were kind of banging our heads against the wall.
We're like, oh, the creative well is dried up. We're done.
We're done.
We should pack our bags and go.
Right, and with a song this big, like it is a spiritual successor to How Far I'll Go, and we wanted whatever the song was grounded in to feel like it was that worthy successor. So it felt like an answer to How Far I'll Go. She'll go beyond.
But also wanted to show the dichotomy of the two situations because they're similar in that she's about to leave. But in the first one, she could not get away fast enough. She needed to find herself and go on this crazy journey. Mm-hmm. And she was not happy at home. And now she is happy at home, and she has this beautiful life that she's always wanted. She has a little sister that she loves more than anything, and now she's being asked to give that all up and do this for her people. And that's scary because yes, she is Moana, and yes, she is strong and inspiring and brave, but she's still a girl and she's human, and we wanted to show her vulnerability.
I go beyond, leaving all I love behind.
The range that you're expected to achieve in that song is quite significant, especially with that line. How did it feel to sing that in the studio again?
We do these things in layers or levels. So first, I come in knowing the music quite well. I am going from note to note as perfectly as possible, but that's not who Moana is. So after doing a couple of passes where they're pitch perfect, so to say, then we do kind of more of a character take, where we throw the music out the window and then get into emotion and watch storyboards so we know what's happening. Because truthfully, doing a scene in Beyond where it's more of a montage versus How Far I'll Go where she's running, that affects also how I'm going to record it. And then a layer beyond that, if I am pulling something or Moana's pulling something, then that adds influence. If there is a teary scene, for instance, we have a conversation between Moana and Gramatala, so then that changes also the inflections in the voice. So it's a lot of collaboration, which also makes it that much more interesting to hear it on the back end, because I don't know what's going in the final take. I've done so many different versions.
Moe, I could really use your help.
Can I get a Chee Hoo?
And Chee Hoo is such a standout as well. It's the Samoan Hawaiian sort of word for excitement, right?
Yes!
What does that song mean to you?
Chee Hoo is basically the island way of saying like hip hip hooray, or like, oh yeah, or let's go. Like we say Chee Hoo all the time. And before audiences were even really familiar with that song, Chee Hoos were all over the place, and it felt like such a celebration for Pacific Island peoples.
Well, I think it was used as a battle cry for a long time, and we wanted to kind of like strike that balance of Maui being the one that we know and love, being very Maui, but also showing how much she cares about Moana and how much he's also evolved as a person. And so it took us a minute. But when we kind of landed on Chee Hoo, and that felt really right, because it's such a part of their culture, but also felt like the perfect way to kind of like lift Moana up while also being really fun to sing and scream.
Yeah.
We said, oh, that's it.
Yeah.